So did you see Keefe say about the D pairs that like Lettinen's going to be in the third pair to start and Dermott's going to be on the outside looking in?
Yeah.
Called that one too, by the way. But
yeah, I didn't. I was certain Dermott would be on the team. He's been on the team for like,
I know, but they're not looking at it like that. They're looking at it like, okay, the guys that are coming over from the KHL, Lettinen, Barabanov, Mikheyev, not so much this year, but they're basically not like I think those guys come over with like a handshake deal, like you're playing. You're not coming over to not play. Gonna bring your family over, gonna do whatever. Like, we're not gonna bring you over and like not play. So that's why I thought, and not only that, but like I was paying attention to the Lettinen like last year, like since they had signed him, and then like what he was doing in the KHL to start this year. The guy's like, I know it's a different league, but he's just he's a fucking points monster. Like, he just puts up points fucking left and right.
yeah.
So they've already got him penned in as their second guy, the only D on their second power play unit. He hasn't played a game in the league.
I know. I saw that and I was like, what is going on? But they know more than me. They know more than us. And also, after our last podcast, I actually got talking about the podcast with other people. And someone made a good point. They listened to the podcast and they were talking about the way you looked at the team. And they're like, the Leafs have forever been too nice to players that have played for them. Like, oh, Dermott's played for 3 seasons. So he's, Lettinen has to beat Dermott out and just Tavares is the captain. So he's got to be the first line center.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're right. Like, you look at other teams, they don't give a shit.
No.
They don't give a shit. They're like, sorry, this guy's better than you. He's going in and you're on the bench. And that seems to be what they're doing. And they only have 56 games. There's no time to play around. If you think Lettinen is better than Dermott, then play Lettinen. Play him.
I agree with that. But I would also say, like, just because it's starting this way, like,
it won't finish.
No, Dermott and Sandin are like the 7-8 guys right now. Both of those guys are going to play a lot of games this season. I guarantee it. Yeah. Both of them. So just injuries and whatever. If someone's like, maybe Hall takes a step back, hopefully not, but who knows? Like, who knows what's going to happen, right? But I would say Bogosian doesn't play every night, so Dermott will get in, and I think Sandin will end up getting in too. So we'll see. Like, just because it's starting this way doesn't mean it's gonna, things won't be tweaked. And same with Robertson. Like, I'll be very surprised if Robertson, like, whether it's VC or like if Simmons gets hurt or like who knows, whatever the case may be.
Robertson's right there.
He's got to be. Like, there haven't been much talk of him yet in camp, and I don't know when they have to have this all like finalized, like taxi squad and all this.
Soon.
I saw they put a few guys on waivers, whatever, but like nobody of like significance, obviously. But after tomorrow, like Sunday, by Monday morning, does it have to be finalized? Like final rosters? Like, probably.
Yeah, like, I would assume you have to have it in soon.
So that game tomorrow, like if Robertson, I think Robertson's going to be playing on like the shittier team. If he buries 2 and has like an assist and VC puts up a goose egg, would that not like change the coach's mind to be like, maybe this kid, like,
maybe not right away, but it definitely would. He'd definitely take notice, right? But isn't it a good sign that our defense is deep enough now that Dermott is on the outside looking in?
Yeah.
Like, Dermott was like our top 4.
No, I know. And
he wasn't top 4 last year, but people were like, well, he's got to be in the top 4. He's better than so-and-so.
Potential, like, potential.
He can't even crack the top 6.
Yeah, which is, yeah.
It's good. That's what you want. You want depth. Because Riley could get hurt. Brody could get hurt.
Yeah.
Muzzin could get hurt. Remember, Muzzin got hurt in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That could happen again. And now, Lettinen moves up. Dermott comes in.
Like, each game is going to be so important. You might not see this, but because there's so many games crammed in, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, basically every week. No, but like all those points are so important. So that's why they might not do this. But like, do you think that you're going to see a load management situation
my
up
God.
here?
Oh my God.
Do you think we're going to see load management come back to the NHL, or for the first time in the NHL? Like, guys,
for those
like,
of you who don't know, the Toronto Raptors won the NBA championship, and
for one reason and one reason only.
They had a superstar in Kawhi Leonard, right? But they knew that they had to manage his load.
There was only one way to win. You
got to manage his load because you need that load to be spread out through the whole season.
Listen, you need that load when it counts the most to be the most powerful load it can be.
Yes, that is exactly my thoughts. Exactly. So, I mean, if you got to sit a few guys every now and then just to make sure that your load is big and strong when the time is right.
Yeah, when the time is right, the load needs to be massive.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
it's genius load.
Well, I mean, so this is it. Like, look, when you got guys like, now I'm going to name you a few guys who know a thing or two about massive loads. Okay. Like Joe Thornton, Spezza, Bogosian, these guys in particular. There's just the three bearded monster. Let's call those three. Joe's got the beard back, baby.
Oh, he's got the beard.
The three bushy beards. Don't tell me those three don't know a thing or two about managing a load. Okay, think about it.
Yeah, you don't last this long if you don't know how to manage a load. You know what I mean? You don't play 18 years in the NHL if you don't know how to manage your load.
And listen, Bogosian's coming in here, and Muzzin's been doing it for the last couple of years, and Thornton's going to do it this year. They're going to try to help the young guys with their loads.
So here's something. For all you young guys out there, this is why they brought Thornton in. Don't be afraid to go to his stall and say, Joe, I need help managing my load. I just need a little help.
You got to get that knowledge while he's around. You got to find out. You got to find out. So I think that's going to be great. But like, look, truthfully, does Thornton, like I said, they're playing 3 games every other night, or they're playing 3 games in however 4 nights or whatever. Like, you look like guys like those three, the 3 beards, Bogosian, Muzzin, and Thornton. Do you see Dermott sneak in there with a bit of a load? Maybe Sandin comes in with a smaller load. Maybe Robertson pops in with a baby load. Right? Just to get a little taste of it. Just to get a little taste.
Yeah. Yeah, I could totally see that. Cuz like,
oh man,
like Robertson's never really, I mean, when you're in junior, the load you have to manage, it's tiny, right?
Well, he was carrying the load.
He's carrying the load for the team, but there's nothing like the load in the pros.
No. But yeah, that's interesting, right? Like those 3 guys particularly, like, does Sandin get in some games just because they're given, like, they want to give, or Dermott, like they want to give Muzzin a night off. Dermott slides in and plays with Hall. Those guys have shot a few loads together in the past.
Yep.
So they're used to it. So, something like that. Or Sandin takes he gets in a night or 2 for load management. And Robertson, like maybe they're just like, maybe Spezza doesn't play or Thornton doesn't play. And whoever else is going to be on the taxi squad. Right now, it looks like Engvall, Robertson. I don't know how many guys. They didn't even give an official number yet of how many guys. It's 27, 28, or 29 guys total, but they haven't still said officially. So, but anyway.
Yeah, I have no idea. But that could be key. That could be key to the whole thing is
That could be the whole ticket to their whole success this year is managing the load for the right guys at the right time.